eBay came in clutch this week. Hi, I'm Camilla.
And I'm Kang, and we are the 5 Resellers.
Today we have a what sold video for you, and we sell on Poshmark and eBay, and we're going to go over our sales from the past week. We're going to go quickly over our lower dollar sales, so those items that sold for less than $20, and then we'll tell you a little bit more about our higher dollar item sales. So let's get into it.
Yep. The first one we sold was this Zara lace button up top for $15.70 on eBay. Zara bread and butter.
Exactly.
We sold this lot of Christmas cross-stitch pattern books for $16.45 on eBay. That was kind of an experiment. It worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
So Anne of Green Gables book also sold $15.45 on eBay. Our book sales were pretty good. They don't sell for a whole lot, but pretty good.
Yeah, and that was a gift, so no cost of goods there.
Yeah, and then we sold this Talbot's women's sheath dress for $22.55 on eBay.
Talbot's is one of those brands that we consider bread and butter, which means that we find it often and we sell it, and it sells quickly for us, but not for a high dollar amount.
Right. So that was the 21st, and then we had one sale on the 22nd. It was this Sunday in Brooklyn floral blouse for $25.30 on eBay.
Sunday in Brooklyn is an Anthropologie brand, and this sold very well for an Anthropologie brand. That must be one of their higher brands, so I would recommend looking out for that brand when you're outsourcing.
Next, we sold this vintage brown short sleeve sweater. It was $25.70 on eBay.
And this really surprised me because I think it sold because it was mohair, but it sold super quickly. And I think maybe it was from the 50s or 60s. It didn't have any tags on it, so it was really hard to date it or decipher what it was, but it was so beautiful. It was such a beautiful sweater.
Yeah, sold in 2 days. Next, on the 23rd, we sold this ceramic turtle, and we called it a planter because what happened was when we were leaving the store, the shell that was supposed to be on top fell out and it broke. So we decided to just call it a planter. And it still sold. We sold it for $21.10 on eBay.
Yeah, and that's what you call reseller creativity.
Then we sold this Ralph Lauren women's fringed pullover for $30.10 on eBay.
Yeah, and this surprised me because I know very little about the brand Ralph Lauren and all the sub-brands and stuff. So I'm very unsure about picking something up, but this was a poncho, so I figured, we've had good luck with ponchos from that brand before. But if you know more about Lauren, Ralph Lauren, Polo by Ralph Lauren, any of those things, let us know in the comments, or if you have a good video, send it our way. We would love to see it.
Yeah, we love learning about new resources, even if it's a website or something. So please let us know. Then we sold this Athleta open front cardigan for $28 on eBay.
And Athleta is one of our top brands. So we did a video a couple weeks ago that was about our top 10 brands, and Athleta was one of them. So we'll link the video up here if you want to see what our other top brands are. But we love selling it. It usually sells about $20 to $30 for us, and it sells pretty quickly.
Yep.
So
then we sold this Land's End swimsuit for $27.80 on eBay.
And that sold really quickly too. It's obviously the perfect season for it. So we're definitely going to be looking out for swimsuits the next time we go thrift shopping.
Which is hopefully soon. We haven't done it in a while.
Yeah.
Check out our honeymoon haul. We'll link it up there. Next, we sold this Siren Lily bird top for $22.35 on eBay.
And this was one we just picked up based on style, and it ended up selling, which was kind of surprising to me because it was picked up on Kang style. So I don't know.
Maybe I have good style. Let me know in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so we sold this Made in Turkey leather shirt. It was made of lamb leather, and we sold that for $23.10 on eBay. This was kind of a bad buy.
Yeah, this took forever to sell. We thought, oh, it's so interesting. It's like this braided leather, and there just was not a market out there for that, because you look at this and you're like, where would I wear that? How would I even wear that? I guess I was thinking I guess you would wear a turtleneck, and then you'd wear this over it, and then you'd wear some jeans or something, but like still, where would you wear it? I don't know. And it kind of smelled too. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
had that leather smell, you know?
Yeah. So you probably shouldn't pick up leather shirts.
Yeah.
Next, we sold this Joie silk shirt for $17 on eBay.
And that was damaged. That's why it sold for so little.
Then we sold the Sam Edelman sandals for $20.55 on eBay.
For us, Sam Edelman sells really fast, so we like to pick it up.
Next, we sold this COS gray wrap sweater for $35 on Poshmark. And I was the one that found it, so maybe I do have some pretty good style.
This was a great sale. It sold on an offer to Likers, and it had some alpaca in it, so it sold well because of that. And it was just a really cute sweater, so we were happy to pick that up and happy to sell it.
Yeah. Then starting on the 25th, we sold this really cool pair of leggings, Cali Peloton collaboration for $54.75 on eBay.
And we think we maybe underpriced these because they sold within a few hours of us listing them. But I don't know, it's hard to tell. There weren't that many listed like with our particular style, and there weren't that many that had sold with that particular style. So I just kind of took a shot in the dark, said 50, much more than I would pay for any leggings on earth, but okay. And they sold.
Yeah. Peloton stuff is pretty hot right now, and it's probably going to stay pretty hot because it's got a great following, even though things are opening up and, people are probably going to be exercising less at home. But Pelotons are really expensive, so I sure hope that people continue to use them, because otherwise that would be a bad investment.
Yeah.
But, just keep that in mind. Peloton stuff, great. Next, we sold this Chico's purple skirt for $20.65 on eBay.
That was another one we've had for forever. Would not pick it up again.
Then we sold this light sweater by Ann Taylor for $15 on Poshmark.
That was another bad buy. Had it for forever.
Then we sold this really cool one, Corral cowboy boots for $59.75 on eBay.
This was another one I think that we maybe underpriced because it sold again very quickly. But it had leather and lizard skin. So it was like leather on the inside and then lizard on the outside. They were really cool. And I went into the bin to find these, and it was like after everyone had gone through it. I don't know what other people are looking for at the bins, but it must not be for things to sell online. Sometimes I think, like, when I go back to bins, I'm like, how did no one get this? This is an obvious thing to get. But
they were a little damaged, but we recolored them a little bit because we had the supplies for them. So it worked out really well. Last on the 25th, we sold this Circus by Sam Edelman sandals for $20 on Poshmark.
And these were kind of a Jack Rogers dupe. And we got them from friends of ours.
Starting on the 26th, we sold this white cami by Intimately Free People for $16.25 on eBay.
We had that for forever. I would not recommend picking up these little camis from Free People.
We then sold this Ariat bootcut jeans for $35 on Poshmark.
Yeah, and that was a full price sale, so we were really happy with that. We like picking up Ariat jeans, and if you are interested in selling jeans and finding out what we pick up, stay tuned because we'll have a jeans haul coming out in just a couple weeks.
Yep.
So make sure you're subscribed.
Yeah, hit that like button and subscribe. All of that stuff.
Yeah.
Then we sold this Barney's New York wool sweater for $28.46 on eBay.
Yeah, this was just a nice sweater, so we decided to pick it up from a nice department store, and it worked out for us. It sold very quickly.
Then we sold this waffle robe by the brand Parachute for $57.20 on eBay.
And this, again, sold very quickly. We accepted an offer of $40, and they paid a lot of money in shipping, but it worked out, and we were happy with that sale to get it moving quickly because it would have taken up a lot of space in our inventory.
Yeah. Parachute is a pretty good bolo. But lastly, we sold this Double D Ranch, which is also technically a bolo. So it's a pretty good brand. It was this sweater dress for $58.50 on eBay.
Yeah, that was another great sale. and it was another one that sold very quickly. And we were really happy with that price because we couldn't find really comps on this exact dress from Double D Ranch, and it's not necessarily what Double D Ranch is known for.
Right.
They're known for more of their Western style items, and this was kind of like, I guess you could call it Western, but it was kind of like mainstream, sort of like a country music song that gets played on regular radio. You know, it's like something like that. So
yeah, it's not really the season for it.
Exactly.
So, you know, that's also something you should consider. It's like, we're going to let it go for $40 or $50 for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all of our sales from the past week. So now we're going to go over our numbers, and then after that, we're going to do community BOLOs. So stay tuned to see what other sellers are selling for good money. But for us, this past week was a pretty good week, a pretty average week. We sold a total of 26 items, which if you saw our last video, we were talking about how Poshmark is really down for us. That continued this week. So out of those 26 items, only 4 of them sold on Poshmark. Everything else sold on eBay. So I don't know. What would you do? Would you not list on Poshmark? Would you list more on Poshmark? Would you cross list to another platform?
Last week, we got a lot of comments that said, you know, Poshmark is their main platform, and we're kind of confused because it has not been working out very well for us. We are doing something wrong down there, and we are trying a few different strategies that you guys commented. So thank you for that. I think, you know, near the end of the week, we were getting a few more Poshmark. Those 4 sales were near the end of the week. So we were trying something different, right? And so it's still not a lot. You know, 4 out of 20, whatever we had, it was just not enough. So that's why we're focusing a lot of our energies on eBay, and we're trying to figure Poshmark out.
So our gross revenue from those 26 items was $739.26, and our cost of goods was $47.94, and our net profit after fees, shipping, and cost of goods was $445.73. So basically almost exactly how much we made last week. So pretty good, pretty average for us. That meets our goal, and we're happy with that amount of sales. And we actually sold fewer things this week, so that's good too, because it means our selling price is going up, which is always good.
Yep. Well, the thing with how we are looking at our average is that, you know, we usually think that 400 is where the average is. So to me, $445 in profit is kind of above average. So hopefully over time, we're kind of climbing up slowly but surely. So kind of average, but also I think we're trending upward a little bit. So we'll keep you guys updated on that, and hopefully you guys are doing well too. Hopefully there's no summer slowdown, right? And things keep going well.
And now it's time for some community BOLOs.
Oh yeah. So Andy, the resale chick, sent us these New Balance shoes. They're these 1300 women's trail waterproof shoes. She says that they're really nice waterproof shoes and that they're made for hiking and outdoor activities. And she doesn't really look at it or pick up New Balance much, but she did a comp on these, and it helped that they're new. She sold it for $72. So make sure you're looking up these model numbers, because New Balance, you know, they seem like things that you would just pass up on a normal basis. But I would think that waterproof and hiking shoes are doing pretty well nowadays. So that's a pretty big factor in it as well. So make sure you're doing your comps and make sure you're looking things up like that. We are so grateful for Andy, and she's got a great YouTube that's up and coming as well. She recently hit 100 subscribers, so congratulations, Andy. And we really like her content. She does a lot of clothing and garage sales and, you know, just a little bit of everything where she makes it fun. So make sure you give her a follow on both Instagram and subscribe to her on YouTube. We really appreciate her sending in this community BOLO.
Okay, so our next community BOLO comes from Paul, the Philly Flipper, who you might have heard of him if you've watched our videos before. Because
maybe.
I think this is his like 3rd or 4th community BOLO. So
maybe 10th. I don't know.
I think he's addicted to being the community BOLO. So I don't know.
But we don't mind it. We love featuring his stuff because he's got a lot of great stuff.
Exactly. So This is a vintage 1996 Harley Davidson full body t-shirt, and you can see the print in the picture below, but it was an all over print and it had this like really cool motorcycle on there. Just such a cool shirt. Like obviously it sold for $75, and with Harley Davidson, the style matters a lot, you know, like with all that, and the fact that it was vintage obviously added to its value. So this is a great sale from Paul. One thing you need to look out for with Harley is that some of the ones that have the specific location aren't worth as much as just the general Harley Davidson t-shirt. So you always want to make sure that you're doing your research and not paying up for something that you feel won't get you that return. So thank you so much, Paul, for sending that in. We love Paul's channel. He has a lot of really fun live shows where he talks with other resellers. So if you're a reseller and you're working at home, working on listing, that sort of thing, but want some coworkers, so to speak, you should definitely subscribe to Paul's channel. And his business model, he buys a lot of storage lockers, and so he has a lot of cool finds and just different things that you might not have looked at or picked up. So it's a great way to learn more about different categories. So make sure that you subscribe to his channel and give him a follow on Instagram and tell him that we sent you, and we just are so happy for his friendship.
So the next community BOLO comes from So Thrift and So Clean. We know them through the Instagram community where they're doing reselling as well, and they recently started their own YouTube channel, and we love reselling duos, just like us.
Yeah.
And they sent us this vintage John Fluvog women's platform loafers, and these are really nice. This is the first time that I've heard of it. Is this your first time?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, this is my first time hearing about it. They sold it for $99.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is
Vintage
crazy.
John Fluvog. Okay, so they said they had a very fun story about it where, you know, they were at this community garage sale and they just picked these up, and they were kind of unsure about it, but they were pleasantly surprised when they were
I would be too.
when they did the research. And they were popular in the 90s and usually chunky heeled platforms or clogs. So be on the lookout for John Fluvog. Like I said earlier, we really like Sarah and Andrew over at So Thrift and So Clean. We love watching their content. They, you know, are just so much fun. They are really starting off and they're trying to figure out their style of videos, and you know, it's really nice to support new content creators because, you know, we were there at one point and we just love seeing that people are putting themselves out there and creating content. And so please give them a follow, subscribe to them, and make sure that you are sharing in that, you know, reseller knowledge and all of the things that you helped us with as we were growing.
Exactly. And it's always so fun to be on the ground floor of a YouTube channel because then you're like, oh, I was there first, or like I was one of their first fans, you know, when later they get way big and you're like, wow, who are all these other people? But it's always so fun to be like,
and we love cheering them on, you know, it's like everybody is kind of starting off near the same area, you know, but you know, some people just skyrocket in fame, and we just love cheering them on regardless. I'm reminded of the phrase that goes, you know, the high tide lifts all boats. So hopefully we are just trying to lift all these people in whatever they're doing, and we hope that you are doing well as well.
Let us know in the comments, what is lifting your boat this week? And
is it Poshmark? Because Poshmark isn't doing a whole lot for us. It's eBay.
Yeah. And make sure you give this video a like.
Let YouTube know that we're doing all right.
Yeah. So give us a like. And make sure that you're subscribed to our channel if you aren't already. If you've made it this far in the video, you should definitely subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can be notified when we put out new videos. And we will see you in the next one.
Keep that passion burning. We'll see you later.
Bye.